Pound for Pound Sports Entertainment. Hit the like button, comment below, share, do all of that right now for your boy. Hit the thumbs up button. If you're listening to this, hit the subscribe button, join the team, support who supports you. Now, with that being said, it's your host, F. Merritt. Keith Thurman, Errol Spence. Oh, man. Errol Spence versus Keith Thurman. That is what a lot of people are talking about today. It's allegedly a date out there. It's a rumored date to be December 17th. Nothing is set in stone. We don't know what Mr. Errol Spence is going to do right now. He did post something on Twitter saying, fight date coming soon. We don't know if he's going to fight Stanionis. We don't know if he's going to fight Jerron Boots Ennis. We don't know if he's going to fight Keith one-time Thurman, who was the WBC mandatory. You know what I'm saying? We don't know what's going on. We don't know if he's going to move up to 154. Now, he has been on record saying repeatedly, I'm not going to fight Keith Thurman. I don't want to fight Keith Thurman. It was just a phone conversation just leaked the other day, and he came out and said, they want me to fight Keith Thurman. I'm not fighting Keith Thurman. Okay, cool. Great. But this video is dedicated to the Errol Spence fans, a.k.a., I'm not going to say a.k.a., but the Errol Spence fans or the Keith Thurman haters. Now, let's be honest. Keith Thurman versus Errol Spence is a great fight. Stylistically, great fight. It's going to be fireworks if it happens, right? If anybody was to come into Cowboy Stadium, the home of Errol Spence, and enjoy the fans booing him, enjoy the hatred, enjoy the bad blood, it would be Mr. Keith Thurman, right? The press conference would be amazing. Both of them being up there on the podium, talking trash, going back to why the fight didn't happen between them, exactly what happened on Keith Thurman's point of view, exactly what happened at Errol Spence's point of view. You know what I'm saying? If the fans can finally get some kind of clarification on why that fight didn't happen, as opposed to just people being biased and picking a side and being like, oh, he didn't want it, or, oh, it wasn't supposed to happen, it wasn't even on the table, whatever. Now, stylistically in the ring, oh, man, like I said, fireworks. You got Errol Spence, great jab, gets stronger as the fight goes on, great body attack. That seems to be Keith Thurman's weakness, going to, when he gets hit to the body, kind of shows up a little bit. But if you look at Keith Thurman, he's a great mover, great wheels, great legs, power in both hands. He starts off the fight very, very strong. But on the back end of the fight, he does kind of cruise to a victory. That's why I'm like, oh, man, if these guys fight, it'd be a great fight. Now, for anyone saying that Keith Thurman doesn't deserve it, now, this man is a former unified champion, former unified welterweight champion. Easily, without a doubt, the best person that Mr. Errol Spence would have on his resume, okay? So what? He got a loss. So what? Keith Thurman has a loss. So what? Keith Thurman lost a split decision loss to Manny Pacquiao. He got dropped in that fight early. Came back, battled back, showed heart. That's one thing Keith Thurman does have. He has heart. You can hurt him here. Even if you put him down, he's going to get up and keep fighting you and give you everything he's got, okay? Now, unfortunately, he didn't come away with the victory against Manny Pacquiao, but it is what it is. He battled back, he got Manny Pacquiao's respect, and lost a close split decision. Mr. Errol Spence, he's fought Danny Garcia, he's fought Sean Porter, same as Keith Thurman. Me personally, I love this fight. Now, I think fans are going to be turned off by this fight if it becomes official because of the timing of the fight, right? Everybody wants Errol Spence, Terrence Crawford for undisputed at 147. I get it. Trust me, I'm with you. But hypothetically, if Mr. Terrence Crawford is taking on David Avanesian December 10th, allegedly, Mr. Errol Spence has got to get a fight in. So would you guys rather have Jerron Boots Ennis, who is the IBF mandatory, Mr. Stanionis, who is the WBA mandatory, or Mr. Keith Thurman, who's the WBC mandatory? Now, Mr. Solomon, the president of WBC, has already been on record saying that the WBC has talked to the IBF and WBA, and we have all agreed to let the WBC mandatory go first. So we'll see what happens with this. It's all up to Mr. Errol Spence. All I'm saying is, Keith Thurman haters, Errol Spence fans, Keith Thurman fans, man, listen, this is a great fight. I'm with you when it comes to the Bud and Spence situation. I'm with you. That's the fight we all want right now. But if we can't get that fight, this is a great second fight. This is the biggest fight you can make next to Bud and Spence. So let's be open about it. Let's embrace it. Let's look forward to the positive things if this fight happens. Like I said, it's all up to Mr. Errol Spence. It's your host, F. Merritt, Pound for Pound Sports Entertainment. Hit the subscribe button for all things sports entertainment related. I greatly appreciate you. I'm out.